it's always good to have a context and the background, and then we can talk about the challenges that the country is facing. We do believe, Chairman, that the country is facing challenges which are basically due to the supply and demand of foreign currency. The supply of demand of foreign currency is basically because of the pressures that this economy is going through. We've got structural challenges, basically in 3 or 4 forms. The first one is that our fiscal deficit produces demand for the economy, which exacerbates the current account deficit, which is your goods and services of exports. Zimbabwe has got limited access to foreign finance, but yet we are using dollarization as a medium of exchange. We don't have access, which is free access to foreign finance, but yet we use the multiple currency system. With a debt overhang, we owe almost everyone in the world money. So we've got a debt overhang, limited foreign currency as loans and grants, and then recently prices of fuel has gone up. So these are all the structural challenges that the economy is facing, which needs to be resolved for us to have a consistent supply of goods and services in Zimbabwe. If you look at our deficit on the current account, on the trade deficit, it's $1.5 billion on a yearly basis. That deficit, it needs to be financed. For balance of payments to balance, it means that someone will need to find foreign currency to make sure that level of disappears. So where do we get foreign currency to balance our balance of payments? We get either from loans, or from diaspora remittances, or from grants if they are there. Nowadays there are no grants. So these are the context of in which we are operating from on supply and demand. The negative social media messages have also played havoc in this economy. The adverse effects is it increases the demand due to panic demands that we've noticed. I sometimes wonder why adults, just imagine, they start writing things on social media, post on social media, so that the people will get scared. So we say the impact of such negative social media messages to the unsuspecting public in Zimbabwe is that there's quite damaging. Zimbabwe by nature is very sensitive. Now when you are exposed to, if you are unsuspecting, and you get something that threatens you that going to buy goods and services in Zimbabwe because there is no supply, I think that one is too much counterproductive. Oh, these are all structural. It's a structure for economy. So these are all, we put those ones all under structural challenges facing the economy. So what have we done ourselves as the Reserve Bank and government? We do believe this time that the policy thrust which we are pursuing which is geared towards sustainability, stabilizing the economy, is the best strategy to be followed in this economy, as opposed to liberalize the foreign currency market. We don't believe in that. We believe that the economy needs to have an export-oriented base. We need to create more exports, create more foreign currency, so that we can have more foreign currency. That's our view. And our view is best on the basis that if you expand the economy, we attain the vision of becoming a middle-income country by 2030 with a minimum of a per capita income of 3,500. It's quite good for this economy. So we do believe that the only way to grow the economy is to grow the cake and not to share a smaller cake. As Honorable Mnangagwa said that 10% or 20% of a rate or 100% of a rate is smaller than 20% of an elephant. So we need to give the growth the elephant, and the elephant in the room is production. Unfortunately,